Hi, guys. How are you? So, happy Tuesday. I hope if you're in the States, you had a wonderful 4th of July celebrating our great country here. And I know I did. And we had fireworks in the neighborhood, super fun. Today, we're talking about creating success in your home. Creating a home. Oh, look, my husband's bringing me water. Thank you, honey. So I have to have my water. Drink water a lot, you and your kids. Okay, so today we're talking about setting up your home for success. And this means so many things. And before I get started, let me tell you who I am. I'm Celia Kibler, family empowerment coach and author of Raising Happy Toddlers, How to Build Great Parenting Skills and Stop Yelling at Your Kids. This is a manual, guys. You know how they say kids don't come with a manual. So I wrote one. Hi. Thanks for coming in from Nigeria. Far, far away. All of my friends over in Nigeria. Love you guys. So I had that book. I have 3 children's books all about me. I am grateful, and being different is fun. And you can find them right here at celiasbooks.com. And I'm a mommy of 5, 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gave through marriage, a grandma to 9. I've been parenting now in real life for 40 years and successfully parenting a blended family for almost 27 years. So lots of experience. I've been coaching, working with parents for over 40 years as well. So, and you know what? My microphone's not very close to me, so maybe you can't even hear me. I hope you can hear me. Okay. Let's make this volume a little louder. If you're here with me live, say hello, give me your name, or give StreamYard your name up top. There's a link so I see it. If you are joining me on the replay, give me a hashtag after party. Either way, I'm grateful that you guys are joining me. And if you have friends that need this help, please share this out. Let's talk about what brings success to our home. And this is many different things. Number one, just to give you a statistic, there was a study done where children are told yes and they're told no. And what is the average of this? On average, children are told no 400 times a day. On average, think about that. No 400 times a day. On average, children are told yes 30 times a day. Hi, Victor. How are you? Oh, good. You can all hear me. Yay. Now that I move my mic closer. So on average, 30 times a day for yes, 400 for no. So let's flip this around. And often when I say this, people will say, really? So now we're not allowed to say no anymore. And that is absolutely not what I'm talking about. I am not talking about eliminating the word no from your vocabulary. Clearly, we need to say no for many things, for our self-care, for our safety. There are things we need to say no to. But what I'm talking about is setting up your home for success. So what that means is if there are things you don't want your kids to mess with, put them away or put them high up on a shelf so that you're not constantly saying, no, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Are there limits and boundaries? Absolutely. There should be limits and boundaries. And absolutely, children need to learn that there are certain things in a home that are not theirs to touch and play with. However, the majority of your home should be a place where kids can play, be happy, explore, smell things, taste things, have all those senses ignited and allowed. Children are curious. They are naturally curious. Allow them to be curious. If there's something in your home you don't want them to play with, put it away. Will it last forever? No. Eventually, and way too fast, those kids are going to grow up and they're going to move out of your home, or they're going to get old enough where they're not concerned with certain things. And those things can be put somewhere where you want them, lower to the ground. But while your kids are little, even while your kids are growing, even the teen years, if there's stuff you don't want them to access, put it away. Stuff for their safety, alcohol, prescriptions, things like that, put it away. If there's too much, say you have a whole bunch of sweets and you're trying to limit sweet intake, put it away. If there's glass and crystal and other things that you treasure, put them away. Stop having to say no all the time. And to tell you the truth, it's going to reduce a lot of your aggravation because you don't have to be worried about it all the time. You don't have to be on top of them constantly saying no, 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 no. Oh, or we're worried about, oh, they're getting too close to this. They're getting too close to that. If the room needs to be blocked up, set up a gate so they can't get in there, so you don't have to constantly be watching them. Set your home up for your child's success. Avoid having to say no 400 times a day, like that study proved. Okay. Another way you can set up your home for success, education. You want your children to read more? Put out reading stuff, magazines, catalogs, comic books, other books at their reading level, hard books, depending on where they are in life, chapter books. Put stuff out, textbooks, coffee table books that may actually refer to something they're interested in. If they love mountains, get a book on mountains. If they love dinosaurs, get a book on dinosaurs. Encourage education in your home. Make it a priority. Give them a chance to learn while living. Every time you're going for a walk, it's always an opportunity to learn something. Take them outside. Go on nature walks right around your house. What can we find? Make a list. Make a scavenger hunt. Look for a stick. Look for a leaf. Look for a bug. Look for a hole in the tree. Look for the sky. Look at clouds, sun, all things. Not everything they can collect in a bag, but a lot of things they can. And it can be done right at home. You can even create a scavenger hunt in your home for things that they might not normally be able to find. Another way you can set up for success, if you have a little kid and they're always in the kitchen and you don't want them getting in the way of, sharp tools or utensils that may endanger them, give them their own drawer at the bottom near the floor, and put in it all real wooden tools that you use in the kitchen, plastic containers, things like that, but the real stuff, not the toy stuff, and let them know that that's their drawer. That's where that stuff goes. Let them know that, hey, whatever you want, grab it there. And then let them help with cooking and all the other things that you're going to do to prepare a meal. Teach them the skills they need. Let them help with laundry. There's life skills that we need to be teaching our children so that when they grow up, they can live on their own. They've got this. They know how to boil water, to cook eggs, to make a pot of spaghetti, to do the laundry, to clean a bathroom. They know how to do these things because they learned them in the home along the way of growing up. Create boundaries to things you do not want. Yes, exactly. So that's another way you can set them up for success. Here's another way. If your home tends to be stressful or chaotic, or you have a very busy work environment and you come home and you find it hard to settle down, do you know the environment of your home can be stressful? Are you one of those people that turn on the TV, and regardless of whether anyone's watching it or not, it's always on. That noise is stressful. That background noise is stressful. Stress creates chaos. Chaos creates irritability. Irritability in everyone can create yelling. And there goes that house, that peace and quiet and happy home, because now we're all yelling. Calm your house. If you're cluttered, declutter. Now you're thinking, oh, tell you honestly, Celia, I open a closet. It's so full of crap. I can't even look at it. I close the door. So do this instead. Take 10 minutes. Literally set your phone for 10 minutes. Go into that closet, pick a little space, and work on one little section for 10 minutes. When that alarm goes off on your phone, close the door and walk away. You do that for a week, that closet will be clean without overwhelm. Help your children do the same in their rooms, or let them help you with a closet or the basement or whatever needs to be decluttered 10 minutes at a time. 3 people working 10 minutes is 30 minutes of man time, man hours. 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day can take the clutter away. Isn't that right? 10 minutes a day can take the clutter away. And now, more life skill teaching. Now you're teaching your child how to organize and declutter. Another great life skill, so they don't have the constant mess. And you're not overwhelming them with their chores. If their room is particularly messy, instead of just yelling and go in there and clean up, I'm sick of it. Go in with them and say, you know what, honey? Let's do this together. We're going to take 10 minutes every day and we're just going to work on your room. What part of your room do you want to work on first? Your desk? Okay, let's start with the desk. Little by little, it'll get it done. And you will teach them how to organize, how to clean, how to make sure things stay tidy. All life skills for success. Set up your home for success. Here's another thing to set up your home for success. And I mean, really, this broadcast could go on forever because there's so many things, but we're not going to hit on everything. Your relationship. What do I mean by that? The relationship between you and your partner. What does that look like? Does it look like screaming and yelling and calling names and cussing? Or does it look like respect, trust? Do you speak kindly to each other? Do you use your manners? Do you appreciate when one does something for the other? Because your example of a relationship is your children's normal. What they see from you is what you are teaching them is a normal relationship. And if your relationship is a lot of anger and tension, you're going to see their relationships, be it with their siblings, relatives, friends, they're going to be like you. They're going to be calling names. They're going to be yelling and screaming. And that's how their future love relationships will be. Set your home up for success of your children. If you are in a very rough, tough, angry relationship with your partner, you need to get help. You need to figure out how we can get back to where we began. Reach out for help, be it me, I'm a family and relationship coach, be it someone else, whoever it is, get help, because the relationship that you are showing your children is your child's normal. And it is the relationship they will take to all their relationships. Set them up for success. Okay, so we've got environment, we've got education, We have personal relationships. We have whatever else I mentioned that I can't, clutter. One more thing for you, and that is you being a role model. Not only in your relationship, but you need to be a role model in your behavior, the way you handle your emotions. Because remember, the human brain does not finish developing until we're 25 years old. And as children, what we don't have in our brain is how to regulate our emotions. That is learned. And if you, as their parent, don't know how to regulate your emotions, how will you ever teach your child to regulate theirs? If you get disappointed and all you do is scream and yell at your children, guess what happens when they get disappointed? They're going to scream and yell at you. And then they're going to get in trouble for it, even though they learned it from you. And thank you for the notes. Whoever's taking notes here, because I don't know who it is, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Whoever, delete whoever, don't want to say whoever. If you can't control your anger, the way you respond and react to things, your children will not learn to control theirs. And then what happens is parents cuss and then children cuss, and children get in trouble for it. When you taught them to behave that way. There was a post on Facebook once. It was a little post, and it was a little video. And there's like a 3-year-old in the back seat, and there were 2 parents in the front seat. And the 3-year-old is screaming and yelling at these 2 parents and cussing. And I'm telling you, 3, and the F word was probably every 3rd word. And all the comments on this post were, my child will never act like that. I'm going to whoop his butt and blah, blah, blah. Everything against the child. And my comment was, the ones that need to be in trouble is not that child, is those 2 parents, because they are who taught him how to act like that. He is merely mimicking their relationship and the way they communicate to each other. Why is he getting in trouble? He learned it from them. Remember that whatever you're teaching your child, whatever you're doing, good or not so good, you give your child permission to do. So is it fair that they get in trouble for something you taught them? If you don't want them to do it, if you don't want them to learn it, you have to stop yourself. Is it easy? No. None of this is easy. Does it take consistency and hard work? Absolutely. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Remember, we're raising adults, not children. What you do is the adult your child will be and become in the future. So it's all very important. Your children didn't ask to be born. They're gifts. They are treasures and gifts. Understand how they operate. Set them up for success, not failure. You know, I had a neighbor long ago. They had gone to church, and her son was in these dressy clothes. And it was summertime, and all of us had our little baby pools out, and the kids were all playing in the baby pools. And he wanted to play. And she said, yes, but don't get your clothes wet. That is a perfect example of setting a child up for failure. And she was someone that spanked him often. So you send a child off in dressy clothes that you don't want them to get wet. And you say, go ahead, go play with the kids in the water, but don't get your clothes wet. failure. Set them up for success. Wouldn't it have been wiser to say, yes, you can play. Come on in. We'll change into your bathing suit and you can go play. But no, she always set that boy up for failure. Sadly, way too often. If you can learn to control your anger, it would serve as a learning curve for your children. Yes, absolutely. You have to know how to regulate your emotions. You have to be the one that sets your child up for success. You support your child. As a parent, we are coaches. We are teachers. We are advisors. We don't do everything for them because they need to learn. I talked about that in my live yesterday about creating independent children. But we are their guides. We are their counselors. We are the coach that roots them on. Cheer on their successes. Cheer on their willingness to work hard and get to a successful goal. Be their cheerleader. Be their supporter. Be their coach. Be their advisor. Don't be the reason they fail. If you don't support them, if you don't create success for them, who will? Okay, guys, and that's where I'm going to leave you today. So think about this, examine your home, think about where you can add more successful solutions for your children. And if you need me, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I offer private coaching, group coaching. There's all kinds of ways for every budget that you can work to put a successful parenting system in place in your home. So you know what to do when things arise, so that you know how to react, so that you know how to set your home up for success. You know how to enforce limits and boundaries. You know how to set up consequences. You know how to offer choices. Don't fly by the seat of your pants. It's not serving you. It's not serving your children. Put a system in place. And once it's in place for years, ages, phases, all of those stages that are yet to come. All right, guys, reach out to me if you need me. Otherwise, I hope you have a great Tuesday. I'm here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And as always, I wish you many days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. Have fun with your kids. What's life if you can't have fun, right? Laugh a lot. It really is the best medicine. And I'll see you here next time in Pumped Up Parenting and around the web. You guys are so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.